I am going to teach you how to take a mundane piece of paper and transform it into a little friend through the power and magic of origami. Actually, two little friends. In addition, I'm going to show you how to create with the same kind of paper a boat, and a captain's hat, and a shirt. So, why would you want to do this? Well, if you're ever bored or you want to entertain small children or high school students, it's a really good thing to do. Origami is infinitely open-ended, and there are many, many possibilities. Now, before you start, we need to first take a look at our materials. You need standard copy paper, avoid line paper or perforated paper or punched paper with holes. Nice line paper. Sometimes it can be color paper. You also need a marker, for which you'll use to create eyes for your puppet. And I'm also going to show you how to create a story using origami as well. Now, first thing that you're going to do is you take a piece of paper and you have to fold it exactly in half, just like that. Make sure that you give it a nice crease so it's exactly half, like that. Then what you want to do is create two back-to-back right triangles by flipping the flap down like this and making them meet. It's best that you use a nice even surface on which to do it, and you will then have a cone that looks like this. You then want to turn one flap up this way. We have one flap is turned up this way, and on the opposite side you're going to turn the opposite flap up and then put it down on the paper and crease. You now have, ta-da, a hat. But the fun doesn't stop. It continues. Here is a tricky part, but it isn't so bad once you have a lot of practice. You want to pinch the two middle ends of the hat and gently fold them out like so. And then press it down. You will then have a square. After the square is made, you're going to take the two moving flaps up, moving flap 1, moving flap 2. You're going to take the two moving flaps and fold them over so that way you have a triangle. Got it? Yep. Square to triangle. Almost looks like one of those throwing triangles. Then you take your thumb and forefinger on either side, thumb and index finger, pinch, move it out, similar to what you did before. You will then have another square. Now, there are two movable parts to the square. Just clasp them, again, there's a lot of pinching involved. Pinch and gently fold out like so. You have a boat. Now, once you have the boat, you want to make our little friend, right? He kind of looks like a what? Like a frog? You're then going to open the boat up, take your bottom finger, thumb, and middle finger, push gently in so that it works like this, and oh, by the way, you need to push the tongue to one side. Now you have, take your marker and create an eye. You can create evil eyes, or you can create kind eyes. In this case, I'm going to just create ordinary lidded eyes like that.
And now you can be a ventriloquist. You can have him talk. He can talk to you. Hiya, son.
And if you want to, you can take another model like this, and I'll show you how to make this. You can have him then meet the other origami, and they can get closer, closer, intimate. You can have them kiss. The way that you make the other model is you simply flip him over like this. It's already creased, and then you can create a more durable guy that can talk to people. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story through the use of origami, and I'm going to create it once again very quickly. A long, long time ago, there was a ship's captain who was very, very lonely. And as he sat on the beach, wistfully thinking about days gone by, he said to himself, I need to go back to Madagascar and see my frog. So with that, he put on his hat, marched over to where his ship was moored, and what he did was he admired his beautiful sailing ship. And he said to the quartermaster, hello, how are you? I'm Captain Jack, and I want to get a ride to Madagascar. So, Captain Jack stepped into his ship until they got all the way to Madagascar. And when he got off, he went into the jungle, and after looking around, and looking around, and looking around, he saw his frog. Hello, Captain Jack. Ribbit. It's good to see you again. I'm the frog. I haven't seen you for quite some time. Well, it's good to see you too, my friend. So he and the frog got back into the ship, but then something happened. You see, there was a storm. One side of the ship hit a rock. Boom! One piece. And then it went over to the other side and hit another rock. Dang! Uh-oh, we're sinking fast. We're taking in water. Suddenly the ship inverted. And the top of the ship was torn off, and Captain Jack and the frog were drowning and drowning, and then there was night, and then the ship finally sank, and when the beachcombers combed that desolate beach, they saw some driftwood come in that was from the boat, and they found Captain Jack's shirt. The end. Oh, I forgot the part about the frog. I could have flipped the frog up to do the tribal mask. If I was paying better attention to my directions, I would have caught that, but you can stop now.